Hey, thanks for accommodating. Much appreciated.
No worries, mate.
Much appreciated. Tiff, how are you feeling after yesterday?
Yeah, pretty tired. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
All good.
it's a rude wake up. Well, good to have you. Okay, well, what on the time zone, by the way? Where are you guys at the moment?
We're in Monaco.
Monaco. Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
But yeah, our clocks changed yesterday. That's so I was like, because I know Australia is next week.
Yeah, yeah, Central European time to Central European summertime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Valtteri, did you watch the race last night?
I was there actually.
Oh, were you? Where were you
Yeah.
situated?
I was in a couple of feed zones.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're doing the feeding.
Handing out bottles.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is
Middle
it
of the pack and getting wet.
oh yeah, especially at the end there. Is there an
Yeah.
art to it or is it easier than it looks?
It's pretty straightforward. Like,
Just hand the bottle out.
yeah, just don't hold it too tight.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. And don't know, yeah. There are definitely people who don't know how to do it. Like, or there's like, if they hold onto it too much and then you can't really grab it or yeah.
Mm. Okay. Tiffany, what's the what do you feel like eating after you finish a race like that?
Easter eggs. No. Immediately after, yeah. Often I don't want to eat anything just because I think you've had that many gels and stuff like that. Like your stomach's just, no, I don't want anything more, especially nothing more sweet. But in the evening, normally something dirty, like a good pizza or burger or something like that.
Mm. Oh yeah, amen. Well, it's a great intro last night's Tour of Flanders to what we're going to talk about today mostly, which is gravel cycling, which is something that's very, well, something that I certainly love and a lot of the listeners love as well. Uh, you both are involved with a lot of racing, well, gravel racing, a couple of races now. We're here to talk about Finland Gravel. Can you guys, or maybe starts if you can explain just how you got into gravel cycling, because it started quite young for you, is that right?
I wouldn't say young, but I came in the earlier gravel trend. Because basically, if we wind back to 2019, I was heading over to America for Tour of Colorado, and that was the first year of SBT Gravel. And the
Mm.
team, because Canyon was a major sponsor, team asked myself and Ella, my teammate, to race this event. Like we had no idea what it was, but it was like, sure, no worries. But the key was, it was like, we're not allowed to do it seriously. It was there just to have fun, to keep the sponsors happy, and the main importance was Tour of Colorado.
Right.
So I went there, and, because I went out early for altitude and it was great. I loved it. It was super fun, but thought nothing more about it. I was like, okay, it was just a one-off thing and off we go back to the road. And then it was at the end of 2020 when I was renegotiating my contract, Ronnie, my team manager, kind of proposed the idea because there was a period there where I was asking to do like mountain biking or always asking to do something else. Because when you've been in the sport for a long time, at least for me, I like to have these new challenges and different
Mm.
things. He didn't really give me the mountain biking opportunity, but so then obviously he saw gravel. It's like, oh, maybe that could be a good thing that I could do, and proposed that idea because at the time it was just starting to take off a bit more. And he saw that the sponsors also liked that area and to have one rider racing both on road and in the gravel discipline, he could see the value in that too. And for me, he
Mm.
could see the value of having something different to challenge myself with in parallel with the road. So everything kind of lined up and yeah, kind of just went from there.
Mm. And what about you, Valtteri? How did you start riding on the off-road?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, but definitely after TIFF. Like I did always a little bit of some hardtail mountain biking when I was back in Finland
Oh yeah.
as a teenager, as a kid when I lived there. But then pretty much everything was road riding when it came to
Mm.
cycling after, and especially when I moved here to Monaco. The mountain biking is a bit too technical and rocky, so it was all about just road bikes. But yeah, Tiff actually introduced me to it. So I did see the race she did in 2019. I remember she was telling me about it and it looked pretty cool. And
Yeah.
then yeah, gave it a go in SBT as well for the first time in it was 2020. Yeah.
2021.
Was
2020 was COVID. There was no year.
Okay, yeah, 2021.
Yeah.
I did this the short course in SBT, which was like 60 kilometers, and had lots of fun. And yeah, even though it's the shorter distance, but still, I was quite excited that I finished on the podium in my age group, and I was like, wow, there's like actually really cool, and had the first experience of proper like gravel event, what it's all about, and it's not just about the ride itself; it's all about having fun as well, and a few beers after.
Yeah, he was sold as soon as he heard about the beer.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
That
I mean, that's it. And then obviously gravel bike technology at the same time started to ramp up pretty quickly. There started to be proper gravel bikes, proper gravel tires, so you wouldn't always suffer with punches and stuff. So yeah, just jumped on the train really and been loving it.
Yeah, gravel cycling is great in that, especially from like an event point of view, because before, say, gravel events were a thing, it was more about those big fondos and those, the big participation events, and they are really good for people to go for a challenge, try and do the longest distance, or try and do the fastest time they can. But and same for different to racing as well. The gravel cycling offers that awesome feeling of, even if you're on your own, it's still really fun because you're in the outdoors, often beautiful terrain. You still have to sort of think because which line you're taking, or you can still have fun even if you're in the box versus on the road. Sometimes that's not so good when you're on your own on a tough circuit. Hey.
Yeah, definitely, and no skidding on the road really. So at least on a gravel bike you can play around a bit. You can even have some little jumps and stuff like that. So I like that aspect of it, and yeah, like you said, that feeling of being out there typically without any cars around. It's awesome.
Now, we obviously had RADL Gravel in Adelaide during TDU, which was great fun and such a cool event, especially from my perspective. I've seen, well, I've participated and worked on all the events in Australia for gravel so far, but there was none that really had the energy like RADL did with the pro panel the night before, which was a lot of fun and certainly different. Really enjoyed that. And of course, in Finland, we've got the Finland Gravel. Now, is this the third year of that event? Second year. Okay, so last year was the first event. Can you tell us about the course, Valtteri? And obviously, in being in Finland, I imagine that you'd have something to do with the course design and outlook.
There's three different courses. The longest one is 177k. Last year for the first edition, the mid course was 77k, but it is actually going to be a bit longer this year. So it's going to be around 115, 120. And then there's a short course, which is about 40-50k for people who just want to get out there and challenge themselves or have a bit of a taste of gravel. But the course is awesome. Finland offers lots of gravel roads, lots of different kind of gravel roads. The start and finish of the first 10k and the last 10k is on these cross-country skiing pads. So it's quite like rolling fast, a bit more narrow, but yeah, super flowy. And then you've got mixture of riding through the forest in gravel roads, and then sometimes some bigger gravel roads, but everything is pretty fast, pretty hard packed. But I mean, I've actually I only got to ride proper gravel in Finland also when I got my first gravel bike, basically, because when I had a road bike, mountain bike, I would do different kind of paths. So it's also, I've been still exploring so many new roads in my hometown.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, it looks awesome. June 15th, isn't it? First event. You beauty. Yeah, that's cool. I think it's good that you added the extra distance and you organised that at the extra distance, especially having that 40k distance. That's great because that's like your perfect taster, isn't it?
Yeah, like even my dad signed up for that.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
And e-bikes can ride that one as well. So we try to make it as accessible as possible and for as many different people as possible. Like it's the thing with our events, we always want to make sure everyone's welcome and there's something for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
And
It's a
not
good balance of trying to get, well, I guess trying to get your participation, your first time beginner riders, but then also you're also offering that 177K, which is really good for those who are wanting to test themselves. And like last year, you had, I think in the men's, Tom Squinch won the race. He was there, and then Tiff, you won the women's, which is cool. And I wondered this year, is there any new additions to that pro field that might be coming along?
Yeah, we've got Greg Van Avermaet has signed up, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, cool.
He was Olympic champion in Rio and obviously pretty amazing classics rider as well. And he just retired, was it last year, I think? So he's now kind of dabbling in the gravel field. And we also have Andre Greipel, the gorilla.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Another retired ex-pro. He was obviously one of the best sprinters of his time. So there's some of the names of like from the road pro. I think Tom would like to come back. It just depends on his road schedule. This is always the biggest challenge, even on the women's side, like trying, because it's in a busy period. It's in the time when people are looking up for the tour, or for the women, it's Tour of Swiss that weekend. And then on the gravel side, to be honest, we haven't seen what the actual list is yet, but there's definitely some of the top gravel riders coming back as well. Like that's the thing, we offer equal prize money. I think it's 20,000 euros, split evenly, men and women. So so we want to, so hopefully then that brings the good fields as well. And, we want to make it also the premier, not like professional field as well. That's the one that everybody wants to come to. And last year we were only 1 week after Unbound, so I think that was slightly challenging, for people to do the double. But this year we're 2 weeks after, so hopefully that will bring a few more of the pros up to Finland, and they can also enjoy, because it really was such a fast course. Like for 177, I can't remember what the time was, but we were around 35K average type thing. So
it's fast.
like a roller coaster. Super fun.
Wow, epic. Is there any like Finnish traditions or drinks or delicacies or something that you're going to have at the event that you had last year?
Sauna.
Yeah, we had
sauna.
At the, because it's like we've changed a little bit the start and finish location. It's going to be at the harbor of Lahti now, where we actually last year we had the podium and the start, but not the finish. So now at the start and at the finish, we will have saunas and like hot tubs and stuff like that. And it is by the lake anyway, so people can have a swim. There's going to be beverages, of course, stuff like that.
There's this Finnish long drink called Lonkero, which is quite famous, which it was made for the Helsinki Olympics, and it's now like a staple in Finnish culture. So we like to bring the Finnish touches to it, and it's right before the midsummer as well. So you're getting into the period where it is almost 24 hours of daylight. So it's you have the energy, and if we get as good a weather as last year, then that's what bring the people out, and live band, and just it's all about when you finish, be able to tell the stories and have a great time. And the fact that we have the finish party there and the finish line will be there, it means we can welcome in everybody right through until the last rider.
It's a bit like in RADL, people can just hang out there and wait for the podium and have a good time.
The after party in the village area is awesome, and RADL's was one of the best I'd seen. I sent some pictures to the organizer Brendan Rebecca at 7, so they could get a feel for it, because I was like, you must see this setup. It was really cool. What was the name of that beer you said?
Lonkero.
I can maybe type it on the chat, but it's called Original Long Drink.
Original,
but it's not a beer. It's like a gin and grapefruit thing.
Okay.
Now they have lots of flavors, but the original one is the grapefruit flavor.
Sick.
It's what you have when you have it after a sauna and stuff like this. It's
original long drink, right? And you have sauna, so is it cold? Because I don't know. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's in a can, and it's quite refreshing.
Sweet. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I really like that. Now, and so June 15th, if I remember. So there is quite a few European listeners. So let's hope they jump on. That would be really cool. You can enter You can enter now until a couple of days before, so definitely check that out. And look at their socials too. That's really well done. The Finland Gravel socials, all of them actually. Now, with regards to gravel riding, we spoke about before just how just how nice it is, and there's the list of benefits. But I wanted to know for each of your sort of careers, say for example, Tiff, your road cycling career, and Valtteri, of course, your F1 driving. What's one sort of positive thing that gravel riding has done for your careers, whether it's like a mental offset or, an extra challenge, something like that?
Yeah, for me personally, it's definitely just, what's the best way to describe it? Like a nice release from the pressures of the world tour. Like, the level now in women's cycling is so high, and it's like every race you have to be on, every race. It's like, which I like the challenges, but it's hard. And when I first went to gravel, it was about, I was there more for the sponsor than the racing. So it was just enjoying. Now it's changing and it is more about the racing, but because on the road, I'm more often just a support rider for my teammates, which is fine and I enjoy it. But when I go to gravel, it's like I have the opportunity to try and win again. And it's like getting those feelings again, which I haven't had for a number of years. It's nice. Like, I'm thinking about myself, remembering the tactics you need and like work out how to actually win the race. And obviously I've had a bit of success in the last year. And yeah, I think that's been kind of nice, and kind of then that gives me the motivation to just keep pushing. And then I go back to the road and I'm fresh and ready to like give it all to my team again.
Okay. What about you, Valtteri?
For me, it's quite a nice balancing factor because obviously Formula One is also pretty serious sport, pretty hectic. Lots of people around, lots of noise, and for me, gravel riding is the opposite. Like, there's not much noise usually on the roads. There's less people. You can be on your own with your own thoughts. It's just a different kind of challenge. And same with the events. It just really takes my mind off from my day job, let's say, and obviously keeps me fit as well at the same time. And I can earn my beers quite easily on the bike, so that's nice. But for me, it's really a balancing factor and fitness.
Okay, cool. Who on the current F1 grid, Valtteri, is most likely to join you on a gravel ride?
Most likely would be probably Lance Stroll. I know he does a bit of riding. He does some mountain biking.
Oh, okay.
He would probably most likely. Fernando Alonso was big into cycling, but now less because he had a pretty bad injury a couple of years ago. He broke his jaw on a road bike.
Oof.
In off season. So now he kind of stepped back a bit from bikes. But probably Lance Stroll. I've heard Carlos Sainz. He started riding a bit more recently on the road.
I saw some pictures. Yeah, in Melbourne. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Now, when we were in
Vettel as a retiree, he was always riding.
Vettel would be
really.
He likes
we should invite him to Finland.
Yeah, definitely.
That would be cool. That would be
Save
cool.
the bees corner.
Actually, I'll send him in right away.
There you go. There you go. Now, I remember this from the pro panel at RADL. Valtteri, you mentioned that, Tiff, you've got some KOM or QOMs around some of the tracks for running. Now, I wondered, I wondered, is there a track that's on your list this year that or any time that you'd love to get the QOM for?
To be fair, I only wonder because his former strategist, she was always doing it. So I was like, and always posting about it. Like, she's great, but always posts like, I just want to get the crowd just to be annoying. But what would be a good one? Austin could be a good one. It's a hard track because it's literally my off-season training. So I would be doing like one easy run a week, and then I would just kill myself with one completely flat out, which isn't always the best strategy, but it was something to do when I wasn't riding my bike. So Mexico, I nearly died because it was altitude. I went like full gas, and then like, oh man, I'm not going to make it. But yeah, I don't know. What's another good one? Monza, it's nice and flat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it needs to be off season.
Yeah. Like typically I wouldn't do it in season, but
yeah, that's true.
So other than Vegas I wanted, but then we couldn't use the track.
Yeah, Vegas would be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. The challenging thing was because it was only closed for a certain time. It's not like typical tracks where you have
Yeah.
Or maybe Monaco could be a good one because it's the home
Oh,
one.
that would be
But that's a
cool.
hard one.
Yeah. Or if they ever brought back Adelaide, then you could go
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, for
That
sure.
would be cool.
Yeah.
Now, one more F1 related question. One thing I love about the sport is like just the pictures of all like the drivers and partners walking into the race. And I've seen some cool photos of you guys strolling in together when you're together for one of the races. I want to know about the outfits. Is there like a full planning thing to get the outfit set? Because, you know, Tiff, you've always got the best kit on, and sometimes Valtteri, you're just wearing the standard team kit, which is good, and sometimes costumes. But I wondered maybe on your side, Tiff, is there like a full team sort of putting these outfits together?
Full team of one. Yeah. It's
Really?
me.
So, yeah.
But I put a lot of thought into it, of course. Like, you know, yeah, like I've always enjoyed fashion and, you know, I did study it when I finished school and like, I'm not
Oh,
saying
cool.
I'm the most stylish person out there, but it's always fun kind of piecing it together. But I do ask Valtteri quite often for his opinion when I'm packing my clothes. Like, does this work? Does that work? Yeah, it's nice because, you know, I spend so much time living in tracksuits and stuff like that at bike races where you don't really care how you look. So then it's kind of like, it's kind of fun piecing it together and being like, all right, what do we got? What am I feeling? Always have some backups, but no, I don't have a stylist team. It's just me trying to get out to come up with something that's going to be nice.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
and
cool. All right.
both of the year I actually wear the same stuff
Yeah.
with the track, just the team shirt, my favorite shorts, favorite shoes.
Yeah.
Easy.
On the rare occasion, we mix it up, like
Yeah.
Captain America t-shirt when it was coming back from vacay, or if we do some merch, then you'll wear that. Or on the rare, but only on a Thursday, you really mix it
Yeah.
up. These days, becoming a proper runway, even for the drivers, like everybody, I feel like is coming up with something.
Yeah, and Thursdays it has become a bit of a thing for many drivers. They obviously for some it's promoting for their sponsors, you know, if they have a clothing brand sponsor and stuff like that. So that's part of it. You know?
Yeah. Or like showing off their own stuff that they're selling. Yeah. Or Lewis with all of this. Although it's between Joe and Lewis for the full fashion runway of like
Lewis
they
is
go
definitely,
level.
yeah.
Yeah, but
He
his
wears some
teammates
crazy
too,
stuff.
because he loves fashion as well. Like some of his stuff is quite out there.
That's cool. And you design some of do you do the designs of the t-shirts and stuff that you guys wear sometimes? Like there was the taco one when you went to
Yeah,
Mexico.
his personal.
And the sausages one in
Yeah.
Australia.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And you can buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
can.
sick. Okay. How do the people buy
Our
them?
team like a online shop. Yeah.
Just a challenging thing for Australia is just the shipping cost is a bit painful, but we can't get around that, unfortunately.
Just makes it more rare if you get one over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, quick fire ones, right? Gravel related. Which ones of these would you prefer? Climbs or single track?
Single track.
Single track.
Oh, okay. Sand or mud?
Mud.
Sand.
Assuming it's like a 500 or 100-meter section.
But not unbound mud.
Oh, God. Yeah, let's hope that's not there this time. Gels or bars?
Bars.
Gels.
Do you guys see that Flandern gel? It was like gravy and chips or something. It was like, that was the flavor. Something.
Oh,
like
yeah?
Yeah.
No.
It was like beef stew or something in the gel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. Although, you know, they made a Vegemite gel. I've had it.
Really?
Yeah. Bizarre.
could be nice, less sweet, you know, than
Yeah, but it needs to be not too strong.
It was kind of Vegemite with butter.
Okay.
That's kind of how it tasted. Hydration pack or bottles?
Normally I do bottles, but we're going to trial hydration soon.
Yeah, some races, if you do long ones, you kind of have to have hydration packs. So.
But I still prefer just bottles.
Yeah,
I don't
same.
like to have the extra weight on my body.
Yeah, bottles.
After the race or ride, beer, wine, or gin?
Gin.
After the race, I have to say first one is always beer. It's the hydration.
We were riding the Mundabidi Trail this weekend for Easter, which is that big gravel trail in WA, Valtteri, 1,000 Ks long. And that was the first thing on our list. As soon as we finished, it was straight to the pub, straight to the pub with beers.
Perfect.
Grizzle or Grail?
Grail.
Grail. More racing.
The new Grail.
The new one, right. They are, yeah, they're really nice. And if you could, this is one person each. If you could pick one person in the world to join you on a gravel ride, who would it be?
If it's not Valtteri,
Yeah, it's not. You
then
can't pick each other.
Lee Gagnon.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I would go for Van der Poel.
That's a good. You haven't ridden together yet?
No, not yet.
They were trying to do something, but schedules didn't
Yeah.
work out.
Oh,
But
that
I'd
would
probably
be
try and be on his wheel for the whole ride.
I can only imagine the scheduling. Whoever's organizing that, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good answer though. And yeah, that would be pretty cool. Okay. Well, Tiff, your next race is it Roubaix next Sunday? Good Lord. And then you're in Japan.
Yeah, I'm in
You-
Japan. I'm traveling tomorrow, actually. So.
Okay. All right. Well, legends, thank you so much for joining me. That's all I got for today. It was great to talk with you both, and hopefully we'll see you next time in Adelaide. And Tiff, are you coming back to 7 or not this year?
Unfortunately not. We decided just with all the travel schedules,
Yeah.
skip
Yeah,
this
yeah.
year. Great event, really loved it. And
Okay.
yeah, hopefully another year. And I see they're now doing one or looking at Asia, right? They do a
Yes,
test
that's
event.
right.
Looks cool.
Yeah,
Vietnam.
Vietnam. So could be interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Great. All right, Valtteri, Tiff, thanks so much. It was really nice, and appreciate your time.
No, thank you. Have a good
All
one.
right. Take care,
Bye-bye.
guys. Thank you.